To your knowledge, did your father have any enemies?
Lizzie Borden, 32, lives in Fall River, Massachusetts in 1892 with her controlling father Andrew, stepmother Abby, and older sister Emma. Although Lizzie's father has strong control over her daily life, the Borden family is well known in the town. One day, Bridget, Maggie Sullivan, an Irish immigrant, moved into work as a servant at the Borden home. Lizzie goes to an opera that evening and passes out throughout the performance. Lizzie tries to provide the illiterate Bridget with a formal education, and as she recovers, she and Bridget immediately become friends. Lizzie thinks that her father's recent land purchase is related to the multiple disruptions caused to the household by trespassers and written threats. During a conversation that Lizzie overhears her father having with her Uncle John, the local constable and brother of Lizzie's and Emma's late mother, Andrew informs Abby that his inheritance will go to her instead of his daughters. The following morning, Lizzie breaks into Abby's jewelry box and sells everything inside to a nearby pawnbroker. Andrew, furious at the heist, kills Lizzie's pet pigeons and orders Bridget to make them dinner. When Bridget receives a letter from Ireland one morning revealing her mother's passing, she feels upset. Lizzie discovers her father abusing Bridget sexually late that evening in the attic servants' quarters. When Lizzie breaks a hand mirror in her bedroom and shatters glass at Bridget's door, Andrew cuts his feet on his way out. As their relationship deepens, and Bridget can write, the two leave notes for one another throughout the house. Eventually, their bond turns passionate. Additionally, Lizzie finds out that her Uncle John has been writing her threatening messages. When she confronts him about them, Bridget witnesses him assaulting her. Andrew witnesses Lizzie and Bridget having an affair in the barn one afternoon. Later he refers to Lizzie as an abomination and bans her from hanging out with Bridget, whom he plans to fire. Lizzie burns her father's will on the kitchen stove that evening. August 4th. The bodies of Andrew and Abby, who were both killed with a hatchet, are discovered inside the house the next day. Police assume Lizzie is the culprit right away. Despite Emma's insistence that her sister is innocent, Lizzie faces a private trial after being formally accused of both deaths. When Bridget visits Lizzie in jail, she requests that she stop communicating before catching a train to Montana. In a dramatic flashback, Lizzie and Bridget are shown carrying out the killings. While Andrew leaves for his daily stroll, Abby's bedroom that morning, Abby receives a doctored telegram from Bridget informing her of her friend's condition. Lizzie uses a hatchet to repeatedly strike Abby in the face and head as she hurries to her room to get ready to depart. Gesturing outside to wash windows, Bridget becomes ill at the sounds and throws up. Lizzie gets dressed and cleans herself. Lizzie tells Andrew that she is going outside to collect fruit when he gets back. In the meantime, Bridget takes off her clothes and approaches Andrew in the den, holding a hatchet. But she is hesitant. After re-entering the home, Lizzie kills Andrew by herself. After stealing the hatchet from Bridget, the murder weapon is then used by Lizzie to butcher a pigeon, smearing it with the bird's blood, slicing off the blade, and concealing it in a bucket in the basement. She then sets her blood-stained clothing on fire in the kitchen stove, along with the handle. After being found not guilty of the killings, Lizzie spends the rest of her life in Fall River, where she is shunned by the locals and cut off from Emma. When she passes away at the age of 66, the local humane organization inherits the majority of her estate. For the remainder of her life, Bridget stays in Montana, where she passes away at the age of 82.